Hello and welcome back one and all. So we are here today for the start of my new PvP series, which I'll explain in just a second to you all. So thank you and shout outs go to Rudkins and the Lord Man for assisting me in making this video. So basically I'm going to be using Blazebinder and going up against several different classes so you guys can see what it works well against and what sort of basically batters it. And trust me, there is quite a mixed bag with the usual suspects. I've tried to get the main classes in. So first of all, we have got it up against the Void Highlord. Now this is going to seem absolutely bonkers to you and everyone's probably thinking, oh, Blazebinder multi-hitting attacking class against Void Highlord will get absolutely munched, and you will be correct in thinking that. However, Void Highlord is not invincible, and on one of the goes I did eventually, mainly because Rudkins there use a slightly different number combo, but I did beat it. It is possible. But basically every other time I got absolutely munched. I think this is the one time here where it actually went quite well for me. I think I got a bit of luck, his crit missed. And as you can see, I just about scrape through by the skin of my teeth. And just to knock out any of those doubts in your mind, just to prove that Void Highlord does normally munch this class, this one was literally over in seconds. Look at that, those two huge crits there, and it was pretty much over. So next up, we're trying it out against the Arch Paladin class. Now this one is a bit of a funny one because Arch Paladin obviously can, I call it suppress damage, which you will see happen at some point during this battle. It was actually a pretty close fought fight, but the issue was with both of these classes is when you don't use them properly, basically you run out of mana. Now Lordman didn't have that much of an issue as I did, but basically if you want to keep your mana with Blazebinder, you sort of want to be going 2, 3, then your 5th ability, and if you want you can then use your heal. Generally if you use 2, then 3 and then 5, you will keep the mana there and it shouldn't really depreciate at all. I think it stayed around roughly 100 in some of the fights when I used that particular combination. There are other ones you can do, and Blazebinder is a bit spammy, you can go a bit nuts, but as you see, quite a close one again, but unfortunately, Blazebinder did lose. So what happens when you verse Blazebinder against Blazebinder? Well, you get one hell of a lot of damage over time going both ways, so the screen starts to go absolutely nuts. Other than that, it's actually a pretty close fight yet again. So there you go, as you can see, once you get into the swing of it, that 5th ability with all wizard enhancements does start to wreck through other people's classes, so I definitely recommend using wizard above luck with that class. So next up we have got Blood Sorceress. Now again, this one is a class you'd expect Blazebinder to beat, because they're in a very similar category. They are both, of course, the damage over time and multi-hitting classes, and Scarlet is well known for not being quite as powerful as Blazebinder in lots of ways, so it wasn't too much of a surprise that it did rip through that class. So next up we have got the brand new Exalted Harbinger, and I've seen some references saying this is better than Void Highlord. I fully disagree. Some of you may think I'm absolutely bonkers for that, but the truth of it is Void Highlord wrecks and Harbinger sort of did, but not really as much as the Void Highlord. Next up we've got the Legion DoomKnight class. So again, this one was a pretty close little fight going on. Both mana stayed, so the mana levels on both classes stayed quite well, so in a weird way they supported each other is how I'd describe it. But again, Blazebinder with constant hits and that damage over time really does start to lay in an impact. Not to mention, I think I get roughly a 600 heal off of my Blazebinder if I ever need to use it. I do often forget to use it, and I think that's the issue. So next up we have got the Pyromancer class. Now this one I really wasn't sure what way this was going to go, because I always get it really confused with Pyromancer. I know, a little bit weird that, but anyway, what you have here is, again, the battle wasn't looking very favourable for me from the start of this. Slowly I started to wheel back into the fight, but as you can see the Pyromancer class has considerably more mana left over, and that basically set the fight out that I could not come back from that. So next up we've got the Royal Vampire Lord. So again, this is a relatively new class, very similar to Blazebinder in its abilities, but yet again you would expect Blazebinder to beat it, because in my opinion the Blazebinder class is by far the best damage over time multi-hitting class there is. And as you see, it did the trick. And last up, we have got Blazebinder versus Stonecrusher. Now, Stonecrusher can either go one way or the other. It's more of a support class, and it's good for soloing bosses. So in PvP, you wouldn't expect it to be amazing, but I have had some good experience of Stonecrusher, and I have actually beat Void Highlord with it before. So I will definitely try and do a Stonecrusher one at some point in the future. So guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'm just going to load up some stats on the screen, just some win percentages and my actual star rating that I give it. Now what I'm going to be doing is rating each class I use out of 5 stars, so you'll see it all pop up here. So thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to give the video with a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all again very soon. What class would you like to see next in PvP? Let me know down below, and I will of course do it at some point, as long as I have the class. If not, I might need some of your help. Until then, have a lovely day.